can wear. Hi everyone, my name is Erin Dempster. I am the owner of Autism and Behavior Resources, and I am here with Susan from Parent to Parent of Pennsylvania, and I thought that we would talk and discuss what Parent to Parent is, how everyone can get involved, and the connections that you can make through Parent to Parent. So thank you so much for joining us, Susan. I really appreciate it. Can you give us a little bit of background about yourself and how you got involved with Parent to Parent?
Sure. So Parent to Parent of Pennsylvania is a state program.
Okay.
We are all across Pennsylvania. We're a free and confidential program, and we connect families together.
Wonderful.
So we are linking families together. If a family has a child with a special need, a medical condition, or a delay, we can match them to another parent so they have someone to talk to for information and support.
And it's just not locally, this is all the entire...
All across Pennsylvania.
Okay.
And I don't have to just match a family in my area.
Okay.
I am the North Central Regional Coordinator, so I have 12 counties that I cover for outreach. But I can match all across Pennsylvania, especially with rare conditions.
Okay.
You just try to find the best match you can for that
Absolutely.
person. And the matches can be very specific as well. So matches can be, a child with autism, but they're looking to talk to somebody about potty training or a certain behavior or activities. So, every match can be just specified to what that parent is really looking for. I have been doing this for 3 years. I've been working for Parent to Parent. I have a son who's 18 years old with autism. So it is my passion to connect with families and to get supported by families and to support other families. The best connection and resource that I ever had was from other parents.
So you did Parent to Parent before you started working with Parent to Parent?
No.
Okay.
No. So I've been doing this for 3 years.
Okay.
So
Very cool. And then before Parent to Parent, how were you able to connect with families?
I think in the very beginning, when my son was 3, the early intervention services, one of the therapists got me connected with a couple of parents.
Okay.
And then there was an autism support group that was started in Selinsgrove, and just parents started connecting with one another.
So there is options out there for families that may not feel comfortable going to parent yet or still looking for help. Reaching out to other people in the community is definitely an option also.
Yes. And we will help, try to find support groups for parents if they call in, if that's what they're looking for.
So what is the process so they would call you at the regional office, and what is the next couple steps and process that they would take to get matched?
Yeah, so my direct phone number is 570-884-4434, or they can go on our website, parenttoparent.org, and they can do a get matched form and fill that out. So once we get that, if they call in or they send a referral in through our website, our assignments get assigned to our regional coordinators across Pennsylvania, and then we give them a call. So we do 3 attempts to try to reach them, and an email if they have an email. If we don't reach them, they get a letter. Okay. So we do every attempt that we can to try to reach them. But once we reach them, we get the information from the parent about their child, what their support is needed for, and then we search our database, and we have a huge database. 2,900 peer supporters in our database.
That's awesome.
And if we can't find a peer supporter, we will reach out to our callers that have previously called into our program, and we will ask them if they would like to be a peer supporter. So, but once we find that peer supporter for them, then we give them caller a call, and we let them know who their peer supporter is. We don't give out demographic information, just a first name, a phone number, and an email address.
So it is confidential.
It is confidential. And then I call that caller, let them know who their peer supporter is, and then we also do a follow-up procedure. So about a week to 2 weeks after making that match, we will call that caller, that parent, and ask, did that peer supporter reach out to them? Was it a good connection? Because if they don't call them, if they don't reach out to them, or they just felt it wasn't a good connection, we'll just go in and we'll find another match.
That's awesome.
So our goal is to always get that parent supported.
Awesome. And then how can parents become parent supporters?
They can do the same thing. They can go into our website, give me a call directly, and I can just make them a peer supporter for our program.
And I will put the number for Susan in the comment section, and her email address and the contact. So if anyone was not able to get the phone number, we can write that down. You can write that down from the comment section. Talk a little bit about what some people might not think that they might not be qualified to be a parent supporter. What does the qualifications, or just have you had to be part of Parent to Parent before, or could they just say, oh, I've gone through the ropes of this, I know I could be a great parent supporter? Do they have to have any experience doing it previously?
Parents do not have to have previous experience.
Okay.
We feel parents are experienced
Yeah.
because they've had that journey. You know, parents research, they want to find the best things for their children. So we feel parents have a lot of experience, but we do have we do send a packet of information out about our program, what is expected of the peer supporter, what is confidential, and good listening skills. And then we also have a training site, so parents can go on to our training site and be a trained peer supporter for our program. It takes like 15 minutes to go through it.
Yeah, so. I think makes people feel more comfortable going into the situation.
And sometimes we'll have parents, like if we do a caller and ask them to peer support a parent, sometimes they'll do it as a one-time peer support, and then to try it out to see if they like doing that before becoming an actual peer supporter for our program. And the other thing is a peer supporter is a volunteer for our program, and they're not expected to peer support every time. Like if it's busy time in their life and you know they're just overwhelmed with the things that are going on, they can say no. You know, can they just call me back another time? You know, I don't have time right now, and that's okay.
Is your guys' office a good location if parents are struggling, like you said, finding a support group, but finding other resources? Can they give you a call, or can you direct them to someone else usually?
Yeah. So our goal is not to find resources for our families. I mean, we can give resources, you know, over the phone, like if we know off the top of our heads. But our goal is to match them with another parent who can help them with resources.
Okay, very cool. And we have someone commented, Alyssa said, the best program ever. I have been on the giving and receiving end of this. That is awesome. And I have formed so many great friendships with other parents going through the same journey. I think that's really important. I know you said you're a parent, so you know the connection that's needed, and just having someone else to talk to, I think, is really important sometimes.
And parent support never ends. It doesn't stop throughout the journey. You know, there's different phases through your life and what your child is going through. Transitioning into school is huge, into middle school and high school, transitioning into adulthood. There's just so many different things and new conditions that can arise with a child. So, you know, you can use parent to parent throughout a lifetime, and not just one time, several times if you need to be reconnected with other parents.
Yeah, and if you are not if you're in Pennsylvania but not in this central location, please reach out to your other regional coordinators, and they can provide information, or you said they can go through and they will...
If they just go through the website, the information gets sent to our state supervisor who assigns the assignments to the regional coordinators across the state. And all of us as regional coordinators, we all have a child or an adult with a special need.
That's awesome.
So we're kind of like that first person that understands what they're going through.
Absolutely, because it can definitely be scary getting the diagnosis from a doctor and then not knowing where else to go. So I think having that connection is important.
Yeah, and I've seen people post, you know, they're moving into a new area and they want to find what is in that area. We can match for that. We can find them another parent in that area. So, and you know, it doesn't matter. You know, if another regional coordinator is busy, like I'll get other regional coordinators, you know, callers. So we all work together. We're not territorial at all.
That's awesome.
And there are actually 38 parent programs across the United States.
Wow, that's awesome. I did not know that.
Yeah.
So if you're not in Pennsylvania, like she was saying, please reach out and see if there is parent to parent in your state, because I think this is a great connection for families to build friendships, as someone said, and to get information that you might not have elsewhere. So I definitely think that's really important. Do you want to talk about a little bit about your experience and things that you've done in the community? We are a big community company, so any things that you've done in the community for your son or things that you've attended? I know that you tend to Camp Emerge a lot. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, so personally, So, I was involved with the support group for many years. It was very difficult for families, you know, to keep coming out, you know, on a regular basis. But we did a lot of activities, tried new things. So, we got involved with Camp Emerge, which is a camp experience for families with autism. It's 3 weekends over the summer, Memorial Day weekend, 4th of July weekend, and Labor Day weekend. Great experience.
Zip lining, rock climbing, fishing, campfire, which is always fun.
Yes, bunk beds.
Bunk beds, oh yeah.
My son thinks the bunk beds are the greatest thing. That was our lifesaver, because Camp Emerge was difficult for many years. And I think the biggest thing is, you know, parents need to try lots of different things, because what works one time, sometimes it takes several times to work. You know, you have to work through it in little bits at a time, and then some things work and some things don't, and you just go move on and try something else. And we've done private art lessons, and I think the art lessons, the art teacher taught my son how to color in the lines and paint. His handwriting is really nice now.
Yeah.
It slowed him down. We've done Challenger Baseball. That is a great program.
Do you want to talk about, I don't know if people know what Challenger Baseball is. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Challenger Baseball is a baseball team for kids with special needs, and they do all kinds of adaptations in order to be successful.
Okay.
To play baseball.
And that's regionally or?
Yeah, right now there's one in Lewisburg.
Okay.
Eric Wagner is the contact person. So that's really booming. They have 2 different age groups, so 4 different teams. So they play each,
and you guys do Special Olympics also?
We do Special Olympics. Now we actually do the Union County Special Olympics for swimming only. Union County swimming was closer to us, so we do that one instead of the Snyder Northumberland County one.
And I did post that on my website and my Facebook page a couple weeks ago, so if you are interested in signing up for Special Olympics, please look on their website. You can find it by the region, and then there's great contact information if you're interested in signing up for Special Olympics. I know in Union County the age is 8 to... they're 8, but I think she said to compete you have to be 8 years old or above.
Yes.
But anyone can participate, and I think they have swimming, bocce ball, bowling, and I think that's it that she has right now. But definitely reach out to your regional coordinator, because they do have different sports in different areas, and it's a great way to be involved in the community and to meet new people.
Yeah. The other thing, and Special Olympics is great. Some of the Special Olympics and events are adults, because it's just that's just how the program ended up being, geared with a lot of adults. So a few years ago, I loved the Challenger Baseball program and wanted to start something in the fall, so I started my own bowling team.
Wonderful.
So we do the Strikers bowling team, and we bowl for 8 weeks in September and October.
Okay.
So it's free to the families, and it's a great time. We got matching T-shirts, so we're a team.
That's awesome. And a team photo, like we were just talking about.
And we do a team photo. We've exploded with 57 kids this year, so I don't know how we're going to get all 57 kids in a photo, but we'll do it. And then at the end, we do a pizza party and a trophy.
That's awesome.
And my son, I want people to know that, people will see my son doing well at bowling, but in the first 2 years was awful. I mean, the first 2 years, he just screamed and screamed. I did not want to be there. Home, 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 home was his favorite word. And but we got him through it. And the thing we realized was he actually hated the people cheering.
Oh.
Bowling is loud.
It is very loud.
It is very loud. So we moved him to an end lane.
Okay.
It was quieter. Nobody cheered for him. And he's now, he loves bowling.
That's
he knows
awesome.
Sunday we get our shirt on, we go bowling.
That's awesome.
He takes his turn. He now is actually bowling instead of just pushing the
that's
ball.
Awesome.
So
that is so cool.
It is so cool, to
That's
see
awesome.
the improvements that they make, and it can be a little at a time, but we cherish those special moments.
Absolutely. And changing the environment, working with the people in the environment to make the changes, to make it successful. I know the community around here has been great in working with everyone. If anybody needs to make changes to swimming or practice for Boy Scouts or different leagues that everyone's involved in, I know the community has been really wonderful in helping everyone support each other. So I think that's really important too. So parents can reach out to their website, or I will put Susan's contact information in the comments so you can reach out to her. I know we have fabulous parents on my page, so please, if you're interested in becoming a parent supporter, I highly recommend reaching out to Susan and becoming one of those. I think you guys have all made an impact in the Central PA region, and I know that we could spread the wealth and help other people, especially people that are moving into this region that might not know all the great resources that we do have in Central PA. So if you are interested in becoming a parent supporter, please reach out to Susan, or if you're looking for someone to connect with, Susan can be the connection. Anything else you have to add?
Nope. I just really want to build up my area so that I have really strong peer supporters in our program. So I appreciate parents that are willing to help support other parents.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much for attending. If you guys have any questions, please let us know, and we'll talk to you all soon. Bye, everyone.